Good morning and welcome to another episode of the 10,000 Club, where we believe that it takes 10,000 hours to become a pro in anything. For these moments, it's all about real estate. So welcome Doug Hale and Kim Anderson to the 10,000 Club. Good morning.
Morning, gang.
I wonder how many episodes we are into this, 30 minute bites at a time.
I don't know, but we're getting smarter. We're getting smarter. I know that.
We're getting smarter. Yes. And we're talking about how to not to work harder, work smarter. And in doing so, we're talking about taking a deeper dive, part 2.0 into resources at 5-Star Real Estate. So Paul had this awesome vision about what education could look like. And in a virtual world that we live in, we do things in person, but we also do a lot of things on our own when we're at home. And, you know, I'm sure you guys probably do that as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It feels like more and more each day, doesn't it? But and I hear people say life gets easier because I can just get online and do this or do that, but it still takes this. So this is all good.
Yep, exactly. So real estate brokers have gone to education online. Our boards have all gone to education online. MAR has gone to education online. NAR has gone to education online. So today is 2.0 deep dive, or a deeper dive into education. So Kim is our education pro. She's been doing this how many years now, Kim, here at 5-Star?
I'm just completing 5.
Okay, so 5 years here at 5-Star. And, you know, one of the things that we're trying to really teach people to do is how do we get to these resources? And so we've created all these little cheat sheets as a method to get there. And I think I've even added mine to the bottom of my email, and we probably all should, but it's the link tree. And the link tree is kind of a shortcut to 5-Star resources. And Kim, did you want to pop that up real quick so we could see it and show people how to get there?
Sure. Here we are. So this is the main page where we send everyone. This has all your resources in one place, which I absolutely love. Here is the address. It's a little bit different. It's linktr.ee-5star. So it's not an easy one to remember, but
bookmark.
This is
bookmark it.
Yeah, bookmark it.
You'll use it.
Yep. So here is the main one. Here is this who to call list, right?
Yes, and if I've ever given you a welcome call, I always send it in my welcome and tell you to save it in your favorite photos. So in a pinch, you want to know, I see EMD commissions right there in the center. You want to know how to get paid. Wow, there's Marcy Ray's phone number right there, so you know how to get a hold of Marcy. So anyone that you need here at 5-Star is going to be right there on that page. There's the broker ID number.
We get this call quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's right here. That's real important. So I just wanted to highlight that one.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
The one thing to remember though is that even though your BA, your branch administrator, they're all listed here, you can call the main number and you can get anywhere. I think that's the easiest route for a lot of things, is call the 616-791-1500. And when you call that number, that rings into all of the branch administrators, right?
Yep.
And so if you're concerned because Ava is out for the day, you can be sure that one of the other, Sarah or Jill or Sierra, or who else do we have here? Marcy will be there to help you. So you're never limited to one broker, one branch administrator. There are several people who can help you. When I call agents at onboarding, I let them know, you know, if you don't know where to go, you can always call me and we'll get you there. So just remember that 791-1500 is one of your most important numbers, right?
And Kim, I'm going to echo what you said, because anytime you talk to a new agent, especially people that are just trying to navigate the websites and things like that, they get a little intimidated because they call the main number, not knowing who they're talking with. And when we talk to them about that, the benefit is there's always someone there to answer your question. Think about that for a minute, right? And it kind of took me back the first time I called that number, thinking, well, wait a minute, who am I talking with? And are they going to be able to help me? And the reality is, boy, it is so convenient, so user-friendly. Use that as much as you can.
Yeah. I like right here, Kim, where you've got where the broker support team and the deal doctors are.
Yep, right
So
here.
if you're looking for one of us on broker support for some assistance, you have a question about process, about language, about a form, just whatever it might be. If you dial that number right there, 616-855-2290, you're going to get one of those 4 people, because it's like hot potato. When that phone rings, we all get a notification, and one of us will be happy to answer your call and answer your questions, or feel free to email us at the broker support at 5starleaders.com and tell us, hey, I've got a contract that needs to be reviewed. I've never written a contract. I need some help. Who can I talk with? So feel free to reach out by phone call or by email. And the same thing for our deal doctors are there as well.
Right. Yep, deal doctors are there. Let's talk about that, because we've been all helping with the deal doctor line. And I had an agent call me yesterday and they go, oh, hi, I was looking for Don. So let's talk about what's happened there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead, Tracy.
No, you can go ahead. It's fine.
So basically, we have had a change in the way the deal doctor line rolls, literally. And so our broker support team has been picking those calls up, and we're doing our best to help you, because our team, I think we're at 725 agents. That's a lot for 2 people to handle. So we're sharing the wealth with them. So if you want the deal doctor directly, we will happily transfer you there. And but we are going to try to help you with things that our support team can help with. And then there may be times, yesterday I did have to pass it on to Don, or I might say, hey, let me get Don on the line. So as we've grown, that's just been a really necessary adjustment for us all. And so just know you might get one of our smiling faces, Tracy, Doug, myself, or Cindy, along with Don and Eric. So.
Hey, on that note, I want to echo what you just said there, Kim, because so often, especially with our new phone system, we get those phone calls, right? And people say, well, I thought you were Don, or I thought you were Eric. And I kid with them a little bit. Well, I don't even look like them, right? However, the question that they have on their mind, and this goes back to what Tracy said, whether it's a 411, and boy, do we still use that, right? A 411 or a 911 question. I think that's where the strength of our team is. We're able to kind of walk through that with people, understand the question. We obviously don't have the answer to be able to direct that to either Don or Eric for that legal piece. But I think you're going to find that the strength of this team is it's growing. We're getting better at what we're doing. We're answering more questions more frequently. So take advantage of us, please.
Yeah. And thanks for bringing back up the 411, 911 thing, because I think that really is the easiest way for people to think about their question. A 411 would be, hey, I don't know how to fill out this addendum. I just don't know what to do. A 911 might be, hey, somebody's thinking about suing, or I've got a really complicated situation and it's a really delicate addendum. I don't know how to write this addendum.
Yep.
You might call us, and then we have this thing called park. We can park the call, we can transfer the call, and we can add someone to the call. So if we feel it's above our pay grade, we're happy to pass it along. So, but at the end of the day, we just want to make sure you get the support in the timetable you do, which is why we've developed these 2 different ways for getting support. So thank you.
That's good.
All right.
Keep going.
Earnest Money.
Yes.
If you're wondering, where do I send an Earnest Money? This is a great tool. I don't know what this little thing keeps coming up here at the bottom, but, and I do not know how to get rid of, there we go. So this is showing you the locations that physically you can drop off an Earnest Money deposit. Happens to be, there's 2 here in Kalamazoo. We have drop boxes there, and Ava does process checks every day, except weekends, of course. And then there's the main office, there's Granville, and which office is Crossings? M6? I believe that's M6.
That's M6. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So those are the only 3 locations where you can physically drop off an EMD. Otherwise, you'll want to ask your client to either A, send them over to Lake Michigan Drive, or B, the Earnest app is amazing. It's $15 to your client, but it is a lot of time saved. And it will go directly to our accounting department, and they will process it, and you will get a copy in your dot loop. So this is a great map. Yeah.
It is, and you know, Ian, just to highlight a little bit more on that, Ernest, it is so great because you get an instant receipt when you're the buyer's agent. You can share with that listing agent
Right.
that shows, yes, this is confirmation that we are holding it now. And your client doesn't even have to leave the house.
Nope.
Right.
It is really nice. We do realize there's a $15 expense, but there's also time value when you have to get in the car and you have to physically drive somewhere. And so $15, I think, is really a value.
Hey, Kim,
Yep.
one location you didn't mention, which I don't want to leave out, of course, is our very fine Western Lakeshore, right?
Oh,
So
I'm sorry, I
you
didn't see it. Yes.
Look left, yeah, there's
Look
that
up.
Henry Street,
I'm
Muskegon.
sorry. Yes,
No,
good
you're
point.
fine. You're fine. I know that I have a lot of people that drive from Whitehall, that come from Spring Lake. Actually had an agent from Holland, dropped it off in Muskegon. It was just easier than going through Grand Rapids to try to go that
Yep.
route. I don't know if
Yep,
there's
thank
traffic
you.
or what. So yeah, so just good locations everywhere.
All right. Then the next thing is every month we love to see our stats and post them, right? So once again, go to this main link tree. There's a lot of information here. There's the year in review, shows our staff, all of our smiling faces. Let's see, when you get down here, where are we going? Right here. So you can hit download. Because often we get the question, how did you get that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Right here, I guess.
Well, in
So-
your presentations, just think about how, I mean, you can go right to these numbers right now and talk about, you know, our company, everything that we've got going on right now. And so, boy, is that good knowledge, right?
Now look at that. When I share with my clients, sometimes in certain areas, they haven't really heard of 5-star. So
Right.
this is a really great tool for you to share. You know, we've been in business for 25, 26 years now. I like them to know we're not a small, just startup, right? And then I can start. And so these graphs are really helpful.
Yep.
And
Yeah, some of them are things you'd put into a listing presentation.
right.
Some of
Yep.
those things that come in those monthly, that newsletter are things you could share on your Facebook page. That way you don't have to try to create marketing like, oh, what would I say? What can I say about the market? Well, our marketing team breaks it down by market. So whether you're in Traverse City or you're in Elma or Lansing or Detroit or Grand Rapids or Kalamazoo or Jackson or Muskegon, Whitehall, Ludington, I could keep going. We have offices all over. So we've broken them down into smaller markets so that you can share these things to kind of let your friends and family know in the local market that you live in, hey, here's a picture of what's happening.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite.
Mine too.
because
I
in-
was gonna
yeah.
comment. Go ahead.
In my market, there are certain brokerages that are perceived as being the largest and have more market share. And this one really breaks it down by some of the top companies. And it's just a great tool to have in your packet, especially when you're competing.
Yep.
I had an
sure.
agent I met with Monday that had lost a listing. And this is a good tool to put inside your listing packet because they lost to one of these other brokers.
Hmm.
Right. And I'm sure that agent used their name and their market share. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Good. That's great, Kim. Thank you for sharing that. That's not one that I use, but guess what?
Oh, I use it because.
I will be.
Yes.
Yeah.
and then-
One of those is in the book. That one right there is
Okay.
in the listing book, which I love. If you purchase the listing books for your presentations, those are great.
Yeah, and so there's some more tools here. So just be sure to check those out. You can download anything. They're by market, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek. So just be sure, for time's sake, we won't click on all of those, but just know that those are there and they're very good. They're also monthly. Our July just came out a week or so ago. You'll see agents posting that, hey, do you want to know what's going on with the market? You want to make sure that you are delivering yourself as a pro. And so those are knowledgeable and say, hey, do you have questions about the market? Give me a call. It's real simple.
Makes you look so smart, folks.
Yep, it's all about being smarter.
That's it.
So here's all your logos. We did retire a couple of the old logos, so I'm glad that this is here. The green and white one went away.
Mhm.
I'd been using it. So now these are all going to be approved logos in different variations, right? Black,
Yes,
green,
yeah.
white.
So you don't need to be searching all over your computer. Where is it? Just go to the link tree.
Yep.
Boom.
And here's
right
a
there.
brand a brand guide, so that helps. Then over here, I just ordered a sign last week and I knew right where to go to. Simple. You can order signs, you can download a guide. So this will take you right to, I believe, PageWorks. And it will ask you, this is an old screen. This Agent Resource Center was, when I first came here, we used this. So, but you will have to know that password to get into here. And then here's all your resources for postcards, presentations, signage, super easy. I went
Writers.
in, flyers, yep, stationery, went in, made my sign, it's there, it gives you a quick preview, say yes, pay it, off it goes, right?
Yep.
Super easy. I know some agents like to support local vendors, and I totally understand that. And if you're going to do that, just be sure that they have the right color.
Yeah, show them,
palettes.
go back to that other screen previous where you, I think
The
you
brand guide?
highlight, yeah, the brand guide, that show them where they would get that
Uh,
information.
Let's see, where was that at? Sign options,
You were in 5-star logos, I think.
logos.
I think.
Oh, yes, right here.
Yep.
Yes. And then here's the brand guide right here.
Perfect.
And I believe, is everything listed on here? Yes, that's it. Just go right to there. So then you don't have a lighter green, a darker green. It has all the Pantones, everything is right here for you. And the fonts, Montserrat, and then just showing you what not to use. So that, yes, that's a great guide for you. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Next thing, we have signs. Then we have the print shop. Let's see what that one is. I'm going to close some of these just so my computer. Let me get some of these closed out real quick. All right. It's wanting me to log in again. So let's see where this one's taken me to. It seems like it's similar. Same thing.
Yeah.
One is take you to signs and one's to the rest of printing, just so that you can easily find the difference between signs and print, right?
Yep.
This one, very important, connect. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a new agent and you've just landed here and you haven't found your way to Facebook Connect or 5-Star Connect or 5-Star Classroom, we definitely encourage you to participate in that. I know when I was a new agent years ago, I would just log on there and I would just read and I would learn all these situations, and you learn a lot from what other people's experiences bring to this. And you can't learn these things unless you've either done it in real estate or read about it. So
Right.
take some time and pour through it. Find a way to connect with other agents at our company this way.
Also, we're going to send you an email, but you also see we have announcements in here. We're having a grand opening for the Lansing office, which is exciting. And then you'll see questions, and then you'll see answers. And then this one was from Brian Cribbs last night about safety. And you'll see a lot of different things. If you're looking for a referral into Hernando Beach, you're looking for a contractor of some sorts in a certain area. Just remember, this goes to the entire company. This is a great way to connect with others. But if you are looking for a specific area, just say Muskegon, Grand Rapids, Spring Lake, wherever it is that you're at. All right. And then the next, and then also, of course, you go into that is Connect. But also, if we go up here and say classroom, which is where we are right now. So you can just go up here and then you'll get into the classroom as well. So maybe it's thinking. So there's the classroom. Okay.
Yep.
Then you've got your dashboard. This is where this is going to take you to 5-Star Michigan. You'll want to sign in on your picture up here. Get this out of the way. Dashboard, there we go.
And there is lots of good stuff here.
Yep. So go ahead. Here's some things over here on your sidebar.
Yeah, if you haven't been to this, when you go to 5-Star Michigan, you can go to 5starmichigan.com, or you can get there from the link tree.
Yep.
Again, log in. People get there and they're like, I'm here, but like I did it today because I don't log in that often. I was like, oh, duh, I have to log in first. So log in the upper right-hand corner, and then on the left side, you're going to see all this really great stuff. And one of the things that's here, and I'm looking at today, is August the 17th. And by October 31st, we all need to have completed our Con Ed for 2022. So if you have not yet completed your Con Ed, please feel free. The nice part about this, you do it as you go. So if you've started it, you've gotten an hour into it, but that's all you have, you just log out,
Yep.
you log in the next day, you pick right up where you left off. But I've finished mine. Doug, Kim, how about you guys?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, but again, it was nice because you could do that and you just hit the nail on the head. I mean, as time allows, you get in and get as much done as you can. You literally can jump back out, jump back in. So again, it gives you some ability to do that in your time. But
Right.
yeah, I love that site. That's
Yeah,
great.
we hosted a bunch of Con Ed watch parties, and I know Kim, you did some too. So you might have been somebody that came to one of our Con Ed watch parties. Maybe you did 2 hours while you were there, but you still have some more to complete. Just pop right into our education website and get started. So just keep that October 31st deadline in mind.
Yep, good reminder. And no, mine's not complete. I've hosted several, but I haven't completed.
Yeah,
So
you have time.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I need to remember to get that done. I like to listen because I learn a lot from Don and Eric and also how 5-star thinks. So I want to make sure that so let's see, it's 10:21. So let's show what else is here. We have the exclusives we were talking about today. Those
Yep.
are starting to wind down a little bit, but those are great for coming soons, right?
Yep.
The newsletter, great feature. This is a touch that you can have with your clients. Just remember to add them every time you have a closing. It's
Yeah.
real simple. Just do it right then. One of the things agents don't do enough is update their database.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to do it right after the closing, right?
Right. Yeah. Or
Maybe
maybe you've met someone new.
Right.
Keep track of these things, put them, because these are little touches.
Right. Yep. And maybe they sold this address, but moved to this address. So you need to keep that updated. We do have property pages, which I didn't click on newsletter. Sorry. I don't know.
There's really not, there's not really.
there.
But that's
Then
a
you have-
newsletter, that's a newsletter that 5-star puts together for you. It looks fantastic. You don't need to do anything except load your database. It's kind of like Ron Popeil, set it and forget it. It's just, it'll take care of itself every single month.
Mhm.
Then you have property pages here. You can preview one of mine. And if you want to post from this page, I have a lot open. My computer doesn't really like that when I have a lot of things open. So I need to close some of these. Just because they're running and it slows things down. So here's the property page, which is really nice. Anybody want to buy a property?
Mhm.
I have a
Wow.
good one.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, there's the property pages.
Very nice.
Education, we just went through that, but you can get here through your dashboard as well.
Mhm.
So that's all right here. There's Don's happy face.
Mhm.
Oops.
Getting
Where's my
younger every
dashboard?
day, isn't he?
Where'd my
Getting younger
dashboard
every day.
go? Oh, I guess I have to go backwards to get out of it like that. And get back to the dashboard. There we go. And then there's your Con Ed. There's right here. Perfect. Anybody have any comments about them?
The only thing I was going to talk about was the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back here. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Oh, back to the link tree. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Way
back
down
to
there.
Linktree.
Way
Yep,
down.
yep.
Yep.
So let me get rid of it. Then we have the design team portfolio. So this is really good when you want to see some of the work that our team has done. A lot of really good things. I like that it's very different. Always loved Dustin's, right? You have a lot of different videos here that you could see some of their work, which a lot of it is just amazing. It's all very unique, right? To
Yeah.
the person that's creating it. Oh, I misschedule a conference room. That's where if you want to run a conference room, you go in here and you can schedule on the calendar. There's a little QR code. If you're in the building, you can do it from there as well. And then we have the Star Title app here. We've had classes on this. This is such a great tool for every agent to have, but it'll link you right to Star Title's page.
And you can download the app as well on your phone. You can make these things on the go. I have
Yep.
literally sat with sellers before who have asked the question, and we can literally put something together on the fly.
Yep.
But these are phenomenal. You definitely it makes you a pro. So you get
does.
familiar with these, whether you're, I mainly do them on the seller side. I don't do it a lot on the buyer side. I leave that to the lender,
Me too.
but it's
Yep.
definitely a great tool.
Yep. So this one, Tracy, you wanted to talk about a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I think this one's great. So this is basically, they've spent a lot of time on the back end creating these playlists for us, literally that we can search by topic. So if you're at home and it's 9 o'clock at night, you're like, you know what, I really need to know a little bit more about EMDs. Like, I just need to be a pro. Kim, what could they do? They could go to this page on our YouTube page. They could type in Earnest Money deposits. And here you have every single live stream that we've ever done on a topic that covered some element of earnest money deposits. And you can see that we sometimes our live streams have something to do with the amount of phone calls that come in, like, hey, what do we need to spend a little more time with? Oh, maybe earnest money deposit. We need to educate on this. So you can see that a lot of these are Don and the deal doctor, Eric, doing live streams and educating us on all the different places where the wheels can fall off on earnest money deposits.
Well, and to that point, Tracy, I said it's interesting because a lot of calls we get from the broker support standpoint on earnest money, the answer to those things are right here.
Right.
And again, there isn't much we haven't talked about around earnest money, right? So I love that.
So if there's
listing
a
appointment, listings, go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you have a topic, and I didn't see that you typed in listing, yeah,
I did. So that's really nice. So different perspectives of anyone that listing to close process, anything to do with listing walkthrough. Look how many here, listing checklists. There's a lot of different things here about listing appointments. So this is one of your best tools.
Yeah.
This has everything here that we've ever recorded, right?
they're cataloged for like literally every single, whether it's been a Paul and Greg or a deal doctor or a 10,000 club or a pep talk. It's just an unbelievable catalog of topics. So
Geez, I get on that at 9 o'clock at night, like you just suggested, Tracy. If I had a question on something, I wouldn't sleep all night. I'd want to go to the next, go to the next, go to the next, right? Jeez.
So this is our growth brochure. If you have somebody that's interested in 5-star, everything is right here. That's pretty self-explanatory. We have design templates here. So whether you're looking for a flyer, social media template, postcard, Facebook cover, right?
yeah, these are great. Click on one, pick one, like a open house or a flyer. What'd you grab? You grab
Property flyer.
these are great.
Mhm.
So
You don't have to create them. They're all ready.
Yep, all you need is to create a Canva account and then click to download the template. And then all you're going to do is import your photos, type in the property address. The work has been done for you.
Yep. And then over here, if you are looking for, we already hit start title. We did the app. This one is taking the same spot. Here's apparel. I get agents that say, hey, I like your shirt. Where can I order that from? Here's your apparel website. I know in Kalamazoo, Ava also has a couple catalogs, but this makes it real easy for you as well here.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we did postcards. That's under design templates, but this is where, let's see what it's bringing us. So this is a different avenue to get to your postcards. And then we have careers and dot loop. Careers is going to most likely be the same. It's discover5star.com. It's more than just the brochure. This takes you literally to the website. Yep. And then the last one is you can get to your dot loop this way if you'd like as well. So it really is one-stop shop. And so it's just nice to know that it's all there and you can go to one spot and get wherever you need to be, right?
And the comments I hear from people, very user-friendly, able to get in there, get to what I need. If I have a question, then of course they ask the question, but it just makes sense for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think we'll have the Linktree link dropped into the Facebook page. So if you want to navigate it the way we just did and save it as your favorites, I would highly recommend that. It'll help you navigate things in a pinch. So whether you're a new agent, a seasoned agent, I feel like this is a new place that we're all just starting to use, where it's everything under one place. But I hope you all learned something today. I know I did. I
Oh,
have
I
something new for my listing presentations that I'm going to grab from our company stats and whatnot. So thanks for showing that, Kim. Doug, I wish I was where you are today.
That's all right.
Um,
It happens. Somebody's got to be here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Kim, have a great couple days off
I
vacation.
will. Thank
And
you.
we'll
So-
see you next week again, where we take one bite out of 10,000 hours towards being a real estate pro. Thanks,
So-
everyone.
See ya.
Okay, bye,
Thanks.
gang.
See you, buddy. Bye-bye.